Trying to get a little bit of everybody so that all the people that come.
Hey, hey, hey. I know it's been a long time, everybody. Oh my God. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome. I washed my hair, so it's Sunday, my only off. And so I'm here eating breakfast, chilling, waiting on the kids to come back today, and just enjoying the solid. I have to catch you guys up on so many things, man. My goodness, man. I know I have been gone for a minute because I hope y'all don't mind me eating because your girl got to eat breakfast and I don't want my food to get cold. And so yeah, I just made some pancakes and sausage. Nothing, too crazy. And so yeah, life has been so crazy. It's been like a blur, a straight up blur because I'm working so much. I'm working so much, and I don't mind working, but it's kind of disheartening when I had a spouse, and because of his actions, I had to end that marriage. And you would think that we could kind of transition into this separated space maturely, maturely, and you know it is what it is. I mean, a lot of marriages fail, but I think people kind of get caught up with being hateful and nasty because they can't get what they want. And I always tell people that you have to teach people how to treat you. You know what I mean? You can't tolerate foolishness. You have to decide. I mean, I feel like you have to choose yourself. You're either gonna live in a bad situation or you're gonna choose yourself. And sometimes in life, you kind of have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. You have to be selfish because people will literally take your kindness for weakness. And I think, in the case of my ex-husband, I always say this, I present, you know, very, demure. You know what I mean? I present as, kind of like docile until you get to know me and you realize that I'm not that way. And I think a lot of people underestimate the fact that, yeah, I am a forgiving person, but I'm loyal too. And so, I take loyalty very, very, very seriously. And I always say loyalty happens in and out of my sight. And I'm not going to be loyal to someone, to their face and then be disloyal outside of their face. And so once that loyalty and trust has been breached and has been tarnished, yeah, I don't care how much good things that you've done. The messed up things that you've done to me kind of stick out a little bit more than all of the wonderful things that you do. In relationships, you don't know a person truly until you fall out with them. Until you guys have a major disagreement, until you fall out with that person and you have a major disagreement and you see the way that they respond to you out of anger, then you be like, okay, you're either a nasty, horrible person or you're a person that kind of sits back and kind of sees the error and kind of can, like, adjust and fix and just say, I'm sorry. I was having a conversation with one of my friends and I was telling him that, because he's one of these people that, is a right fighter. Like, I just want to be right. If I bring something to his attention, he's just like, that's not how it is. And I was just like, you know what? A lot of arguments would end if you just simply said, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about that backhanded, half-ass apology type shit. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. No, it's not. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that whatever it is that I did to you caused you to feel that way. I'm sorry. Say it in authentic. I'm sorry. And today, a lot of people just lack the ability to say I'm sorry and to tell you what they're sorry for. They'll say sorry kind of just to get you out their face, like, oh, well, I'm sorry or whatever. It's not, no, it's I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. It was not my intent to hurt your feelings, but nonetheless, I am very sorry. And so that's the issue that I've had with a lot of people who, were kind of in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like they failed to apologize for stuff. And then that apology never came with changed behavior. See, it's one thing to be apologetic and sorry, but your behavior must completely change. And that a lot of times does not happen. You know what I'm saying? People say sorry and then in a couple months they'll do the same thing to you that it's just like, okay, didn't you say you were sorry? Like, why you still doing that? Why you still saying nasty things? Why you still being mean? You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. So, so I've been learning a lot about myself in this single space, and, I'm not necessarily looking for, I would like to be in a relationship. I know I said I had a boyfriend last time, but that was just like kind of casual. And that's the way I like it because I'm serial dating. I'm dating three people right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just hanging out, talking or whatever, and that's it. And yeah, so I love it. I love the variety. I like the variety because I feel like, and then being married, even though what my husband did was wrong and being unfaithful, it made me kind of look at relationships kind of differently. And it's just like, are you really meant to be monogamous? Like, I don't feel that way, especially in this dating space. And I'll tell you why. I feel like every single person that you come in contact with, every person that you're with, they all come with something different. Nobody's going to have every single thing that you desire in a person. It's just not going to happen. There's going to be lack there. There's going to be some kind of lack. And so, like my dad told me before I got married, he was just like, you have to choose what you can live with and what you cannot live with. And so, I just don't feel like I should have to live without certain attributes. You know what I'm saying? I have certain requirements that must be met before I'll even entertain a serious relationship with anyone because I lacked so much in my marriage because I married potential. I saw Vern as he had nothing. He still has nothing, but I saw he was a hard worker and I felt like he had potential to be great. But, like a lot of people, they're lazy, inherently lazy when it comes to like putting in the work to be great. And, he just didn't want to make the effort. He just wanted to be, as long as we were having a good time, like I always call him the fun dude. As long as we were having a good time going out and, doing all the fun stuff, he was fantastic. But as soon as trials and tribulations came about, as soon as bills needed to be paid, people needed to reconsider job situations to kind of make more money and stuff like that. When the trials of life came, when the responsibilities of life came, he was no longer interested. It was just like, I don't want to do this no more. I just want to have fun. And it's just like, you can't be grown thinking that life is one big party all the time. It's not mature. And so, and then another big thing is he has this unhealthy attachment to his mother, which where she kind of just does everything for him. He act like they're two halves of one brain. She got one half a brain and he got the other half a brain, and neither can function without the identical half. And it's so annoying because it's just like when you get a certain age, you have to leave and cleave. Ain't that what the Bible say? You got to leave your mama and your daddy, and you got to cleave into your wife. You know, and she says out of her mouth, his mother, she says out of her mouth that she's not involved and she doesn't want to be involved in anything. And it's just like you say that, but then you involve yourself, you sneak and involve yourself. And so, I'm trying to wait till more people come in. I know y'all gonna watch the replay, and make sure y'all comment down below. And also, y'all follow me on TikTok because I'm always on TikTok. Not ungodly all the time, but I make probably like one video a week, something like that, because you know, I have things to do. I cannot be on social media. The only reason why I'm on here is because, I'm off today and I haven't talked to you guys in so long. And I have a lot to catch you up on, my life and what's been going on, you know, with everything. And so I think the last time I was talking to you guys, I'm still waiting on child support enforcement to get it together. But it's a slow process, you know, and it's an annoying process because I was married to a person, and you would think that being married, and and I know people are very vindictive during a breakup. People are very vindictive, when they're, it's like, how can I get back at this person? I can't attack your character. He can't attack my character because he can't say nothing crazy about me because I don't do nothing. You know, he can't say I'm a bad mother. He can't say anything bad about me because I do what I'm supposed to do at all times. And so what he does is that he weaponizes support, financial support. He doesn't see the children still. Now we've been separated since September 3rd of 2021. We have been divorced. Our divorce was finalized February 7th, 2022. Vern has not adhered to pretty much nothing. He does absolutely nothing for these children. He he does nothing. Vern just wants to be the fun uncle. He wants to see them briefly and send them on their way. He doesn't know anything about their life. He does not care about their schooling. He does not care about their mental health. He does not care if they eat every day. Vern does not care if they're being taken care of. Vern does not care. He just wants to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Throw him a couple dollars, and I mean a couple of dollars, not even enough to put gas in somebody's car. You know, if he chooses to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because they were going to his dad and stepmother's house on the weekends, and the kids were really struggling emotionally because they really wanted to see him and they missed him and all of that. And so I work a lot. When I say I work a lot, I work for Amazon still. I'm still at Amazon, going strong, y'all, going strong. And I work very hard, because it's a warehouse. I work very, very, very hard. Secondly, for those of you who are new, and if you didn't catch it the last time I said it, because I know it's been a long time, I am currently getting my master's degree in HR management. And so I'm currently in school. I'm currently in school to get my master's degree because I need to make more money to support myself and my children, and I want to buy a house. Like, the same plans that I had for our marriage is the same plans that I'm continuing on with as a single woman. It's like he didn't want to, make more money and join forces so that we could buy a house together or whatever. He just wants to stay stagnant, run the streets, and be mediocre. Cool. I could do a lot more without him because Vern has this, felony over his head. He's a convicted felon, spent, you know, 5 years in prison. And that felony has kind of hindered us from doing a lot. I would totally have to do things on my own because I couldn't put him on because of his record, his past record. And so, it is what it is. And so when the kids would go over there on the weekends, I would tell his father to drive by where he lives, so the kids could see him. Vern would be home and Vern would look out the window to see who's knocking. And of course, if he was entertaining a female or laid up with a woman, you know, he not gonna answer the door, because Vern brain don't work where he could say, hey, just sit in the room for a little bit. These are my kids. Let me visit with my children because I don't see them a lot. No, Vern would sit there and watch your ass knock on the door. Listen, the kids, the scene is as look out the window so they know he's home. And they're like, Daddy, 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 do you know how heartbreaking that is to know that your father is home? And he looks out the window to see that it's you and he will not open the door. And this is what's been happening. So when he runs around town talking about, oh, I'm not letting him see his kids, that's not true. I've given Vern every single opportunity to visit his children. Vern will not make no effort to do anything because Vern needs hand holding. He needs his mother to hold his hand and to baby him, to burp him on the back, to rub his damn head, to pat him on the ass and say, "Yes, baby, you can go see your." Like he feel it. He can't do shit without this freaking woman, and she better be careful because God will remove her. You know, when you play with God's children, God will remove her. And so the kids, they don't see him. And so one particular time they went over there and he just happened to be outside. And instead of him embrace his children and visit with them and be happy to see them, mama's boy, mammy boy, runs his stupid ass in the damn house to go call his mama to facilitate a visit where all he and she flies her stupid ass because she ain't got nothing else better to do because her ass is bored. She just as unproductive and lazy and sorry as he is. She come running around there, and instead of her saying no, they don't mean no harm. Visit with your kids. I don't need to be there because Miss, I don't get involved. I don't get involved. Leave me out of it. You know, she sure finds all the free time in the world to be involved. You know, and so she runs her ass down to the house and he visit with the children, and he gives them each $20. This man has not paid for anything. I can't tell you the thousands of dollars I've spent on these children, since, I've been working and since we've been, separated. For those of you who are new, I found out that my husband was cheating on me. He was a member of not one, but four dating sites for them stupid ass family members that want to co sign and want to be, you know, on somebody's side, but won't hold folk accountable for their behavior. Like, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to sit in the house and just let a man date? Not one dating site, baby, four. Okay? Sitting in my house, exchanging freaking pictures of females while my kids were around, sitting in my face, texting women back and forth in my house. And I'm not going to deal with that. And at the time, I was newly pregnant with my third. I was in my first trimester with my third child, and the stress of finding out all of these indiscretions, I did have a miscarriage, and so I put Vern out and I filed for divorce. Vern thought he was going to be slick, mister. He would tell me one thing, oh, I'm going to sign the papers. I'm going to give you everything that you want because I know this is my fault. I don't care if they order child support. I'm going to pay over and beyond. Whatever they order me to pay, I'm going to pay extra. That's what came out of his mouth. ain't seen a dime yet, you know? And in the meantime, while he's not paying child support, expenses don't go away because you don't participate in paying the expenses. These expenses still remain. Kids still need shoes. Children still need clothes. They still need to eat. Okay? They still need stuff for school. They still need to be driven to and from school. And see, I'm an active parent, you know. See, he don't know nothing about that. He don't know I put Vila, my oldest 7-year old. I put her in therapy because I felt like she needed it. She need therapy, you know. I felt like she needed it, and I made sure she got therapy twice a week with a guidance counselor so that she could talk about her feelings and really just get some, good mental health. I did all of that. I put her in tutoring twice a week, which is what I had to do the drop offs and pickups for. We all know gas is $4.56 a gallon. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing drop offs and pickups on my days off, which I only have one now because I work 6 days a week now. I work 6 days a week. I work Monday through Saturday. Before I was working four, and I couldn't do that anymore because I just assumed that child support would kind of help me out and I would be able to bridge that gap. But child support is a slow process, and I'm not getting any type of financial help, you know? And so I requested a schedule change and added 2 more days to the schedule. So now I work 6 days a week, which is very, very, very difficult, you know. And so I'm very, very tired and I'm very, very fed up and I don't have time for anybody's foolishness. So I'm on 10 all the time. Don't call my phone with a bunch of nonsense. Don't call my phone with a bunch of fucking requests, especially if you not giving me any money. And I know these motherfuckers watch my videos. And so as soon as you see this, and you decide to dial my phone number talking about when can I see my kids, make sure there's a Walmart to Walmart, Western Union money order for at least $1,000 before we'll entertain any conversation on visitation. Because let me tell you something, especially if I'm the one that's doing the drop offs and the pickups because I need a gas surcharge. Yeah, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but at the end of the day, I am footing the bill. This man has been literally sitting on his ass doing absolutely nothing. Oh, and he's working, get paid all the time, takes his money and goes fool la la in the streets with whoever the flavor of the month is. You know what I mean? And he don't give a damn whether his kids eat. He don't give a damn if these kids need clothes, shoes, whatever. He don't care. I'm shouldering it and I have the burden of the cost. I wish I could be non participating. Somebody got to raise the children. You ain't just here to damn visit. We're supposed to be co parenting. You're not the fun uncle where you just sit back and do absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what irritates me with some of these people here who want to talk all their shit. And it's just like, what size do the children wear? You say you're a good father. You say you're a good father. You say you take care of your children. What's their pediatrician name? What's the teacher name? What school does she go to? How's she doing in school? What size shoe does she wear? What size panties does she wear? Both of them, because I have two girls. What size clothes? That stupid grandmother of theirs, that mother of theirs, his mammy, Christmas time, instead of buying toys, she buy a bunch of clothes that was like 4 sizes too damn small. And that's what size they were the last time you saw them. So you sorry too. I took all that crap back to the damn store. Cause what am I gonna do with clothes that's 3 times too small? You're not a participating grandparent because you would know what size they were if you were. You know what I'm saying? There are details about these children, the day to day. I do the day to day. See, it's one thing to visit on the weekends and spend a couple hours swinging them around playing patty cake. It's another thing to do day to day. You know, I work 6 days a week and I have to sit for 3 hours every single day helping with homework, making sure tutoring is done, making sure she practices her reading and her writing, combing hair. And y'all already know, y'all been on my channel 11 years, 10 years, or whatever. You see what I do. I comb hair once a week, braid, wash, and comb hair once a week. And it's taxing on me, you know, driving back and forth to pick up, drop off. You know, I don't get home from work until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I have to get up at 6:30 in the morning every single day to get these kids ready for school, pack lunch, you know, drop off, pick up. And I don't get to just come home and sleep because I got to wash, I got to fold, I got to iron clothes. And then on top of that, I'm in school. So I have schoolwork to do. You know, I may get an hour nap, you know, during the day because I'm productive. I'm not fool-la-la in the street. But he get to go to work every day, come home 5, 6 o'clock, sit his ass on the damn porch, smoke cigarettes, Black and Miles, or whatever the hell he smoked these days, because he's a smoker, stink sorry ass smoker, you know, and lies about it like a 12-year-old, you know. And so I'm burdening, and I'm angry because I'm burdened with all of this responsibility, and it's very, very taxing on me. And nobody reaches their hand out to help me. All they want to do is have the kids over. Nobody will say, Shantika, here's $500. Do what you need to do. Nobody says, okay, I got to pay rent. I got to pay utilities. You know, I got to pay bills all by myself while this man gets to sit back and have the whole world feel sorry for him off of a decision that he made, and I get demonized. Oh, yes, child. Hey, how you doing? Never give up. Yes, honey. I've been working like an old slave, honey. You know, and I'm so angry. That's why I have nothing nice to say to him. And then whenever he calls me, the conversation is never about the children. When he calls me, the conversation is always about my private life. And my private life is private for a reason. He don't give a shit about the kids. He really don't. All he cares about is if I'm having sex with somebody. The answer is yes. You know, you ain't gotta wonder. You know, I'm a single woman. You know, yes, yes, having great sex actually. You know, not as often because I gotta work. You know, I can't be free and fool la la as much as I want to. You know what I'm saying? But yes, and it is what it is. But to sit back and watch and weaponize your support, wanting me to struggle because you think that me struggling is that's your way to get back at me, you're doing your children a disservice. These are the kids that's gonna grow up. See, you could spin the story however you want to spin it. At the end of the day, you know my father's phone number. Ain't nobody in my family mad at him. They really don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to the kids, they would respond. He has my dad's phone number. He could call and ask my dad whatever he want to ask him. You know, he can call me, text me respectfully. You know, he needs to make the. Vern don't have no car, but his mama got rid of a car and gave them a car that they could use. So he has access to a vehicle. He has access to a vehicle. Will Vern take that vehicle and come see his children? Will he ask his mother, can I borrow your car so I can visit my kids? No, he will not. No, he will not. He will not go the extra mile. He won't do anything. Will he go to Walmart and send me $500? You know, because it provides you with a receipt so that you could send to the state to say, hey, I am taking care of my kids. No, he would rather accrue all of this back child support. In January, he only owed $1,500 in back child support because they calculated child support from the time he left the marital home, which was September 3rd. He only owed $1,500. He could have gave me that and then just continued on doing, paying regularly, and he would have been cool. So now he's putting himself in a position where when they do catch up with him, they coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I sat there, not only did I report him to child support enforcement, I went to the Department of Revenue, FYI, single mamas, the Department of Revenue, and created a case with the Department of Revenue. And it was dudes in there boo-hoo crying because once you allow this situation to exacerbate to the 10th degree, you walking around with a commercial driver's license, they gonna take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's gonna be fun and games. And see, he working a job where he needs his commercial driver's license to work. So you think it's all fun and games, the duck and dodge child support. You listen to your stupid ass mother, this dumb idiot. She don't know. I hate that lady so damn much because for 10 years, her and I never had a harsh word between the two of us. Never had a problem, and that's very rare because we didn't deal with each other on a regular basis, but I never had a harsh word. And for her to get mad at me because I divorced that cheating ass slut son of hers, and for her to get mad at me and then blame me and act like I'm this horrible person because I don't want to live with a fucking cheater, you know what I'm saying? It's just beyond me. She tells Vern, don't give Shantika any money unless she lets you see the children. That's in the text message, boo, when you start denying shit. Because when I took his cell phone and locked myself in the bathroom with it, that's what she texted him. And I was like, really, Angela? Really, bitch? That's how much you can. And it had the nerve to text me a couple weeks ago talking about, can she have my kids? Bitch, fuck no. You can't pick them up. No, bitch, no. Because guess what? When I was homeless, sleeping at the Motel 6, sleeping at the extended stay, didn't know if I would have had to take my kids to a shelter, your ass was nowhere to be fucking found. You or your sorry ass slut son was nowhere to be found. Okay? Vern came pretending to want to reconcile, come telling me about Reggie, his sorry ass brother who don't even know nothing about his own damn, was a deadbeat daddy to his own damn kid. You taking advice from society's degenerates. You understand? That's what you taking advice from. Oh, why would you get back with somebody that put you on? I didn't put Vern on child support. When you divorce, whoever the children is living with at the time, he's not a custodial parent. I am. The judge specifically put him on child support. Child support was ordered. The children live with me. You only wanted to visit them every other weekend. That's what came out of his mouth. And I got the mediation transcripts. Okay? That's what came out of his mouth. He only wanted them every other weekend. You know? And ain't even doing that. Won't make the effort to do it. Won't get on no bus, won't get on no taxi, no Uber, no Lyft. Won't do nothing to come see these children. Won't do anything to see them. My child had a nervous breakdown, which is why she's in therapy. They go through spells, like crying spells. My youngest is starting to forget him. I show them their baby book, when they ask for it so that they could see, what he looks like or whatever. They're starting, because even my oldest says that, mommy, my daddy is disappearing from my mind. This man will not make any effort to visit or financially support his children. And I was married to him. Y'all can see the videos. I was married to this man for 10 years. This month, it would have been 10 years. We got married on the 26th of May, 2012. 10 years. And I feel like he pretended. He faked the whole thing. Because how do you you get out of a marriage and just decide off of something that's your fault. Your fault now. It wasn't anything that I did. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. Your fault. Get mad because I don't want to reconcile with you. Because the only reason why Vern want to reconcile is to get off of child support. That's it. It's an ulterior motive. Because he said that. Oh, so you gonna take me off of child support? Why the fuck would I do that? Why would I do that? You have literally ran around here with no consequence. No consequences at all. You cheated, you lost your family, now you get to work, keep all your money to yourself, you know, you get to date, you get to have fun, you get to do all this stuff. While and that's the thing that irritates me about men who talk about child support. Child support is reimbursement from all of the stuff that I have paid for. I walking around with the same, my wigs are raggedy, broke down. I be trying to zhuzh them up, because I have alopecia. So where I have no hair to wear, you know what I mean? And so I wear wigs all the time, you know, and for me to be dealing with, I don't have nice things or whatever. I mean, because it's all about my kids. And it's just like, I'm not going to beg somebody to take care of their children. If you think you sitting around here listening to Reggie, your mama, the your stepsister, that got 3 or 4 baby daddies and ain't got nothing going on in her damn life, sit on social media and talk her shit, but can't be mature enough to foster, you know, a relationship with people that is not volatile and toxic, but just good, just good for getting online, talking trash and fussing with people back and forth. Just got that 21-year-old mindset, you know. Nobody can see the wrong in what Vern does because he presents as a nice guy, So there's like, oh, he made a mistake. No, he didn't make a mistake. Vern premeditated this whole thing, and we've had conversations about infidelity for years. He's always around. So if you cheat on me, you got to go out of your way. You got to scheme. You got to lie. You got to be sneaky, and that's what he did. Lying to me, talking about he was working 7 days a week, working 4 or 5, but going to sister girl house on the weekends, talking about he been working, and then when it's time for the money to come up, oh, it's gonna be on the next check. Smoking, doing all kind of stuff, coming home stank, and I'm boo boo the fool and don't, you know what I'm saying? Sneaking, being in the bathroom, coming home from work, spending over an hour in the damn bathroom watching porn, playing with itself, on the phone with chicks and all kind of shit. Like, yeah, the shit been going on for years. You know what I'm saying? And looking at me in my face like I'm boo boo the damn fool, you know? And it's just like, if you want to be single, just go ahead and be single. Don't waste a person's time. And that's what I tell people. Let people know what you're about so they can pick and choose whether they want to deal with you. And so, yeah, so that's just pretty much what's been going on. Like, and I already know Vern has been completely non participating. Like, nothing is consistent. I mean, it ain't not even consistent. It's nothing at all. Nothing's been happening at all. And guess what's coming up? Father's Day is coming up, you know? I know, me too. And so Father's Day is coming up. And what will not happen this year for Father's Day is you're not going to have my kids to fool la la and take pictures and pretend. No, that would not be your Father's Day because you're not a father. You're not a father. You're not a father, you know? Nobody's using my children this year for photo ops. So sorry. Dig them pictures out that's old as hell, because my children have grown exponentially because I feed them, I clothe them, I do everything for my kids. You're not using my kids for photo ops. So in order to celebrate Father's Day, you would have had to have been a father for the entire year, which you were not. And so no to Father's Day. Can I have a Father's Day? The hell you won't. You will not have my kids for Father's Day because you ain't a damn father. You're in arrears in child support, refuse to pay child support. I'm shouldering all of the costs, won't reimburse me, won't even call me to make arrangements to pay so that he could show. And I'm just like, stupid ass. You could literally pay me, every week. Keep your receipts. That's why I keep insisting on Western Union. But lazy and sorry, if his mama not doing it for him, if his mother doesn't do it for him, it won't get done. If she don't give him permission to pay child support, how you let your mama, that Angela Hadley, that's the bitch name, okay? How you let her dictate whether or not you financially support your children? Can you explain that to me? These are the same kids she swear up and down she loved, but in the same breath would tell you not to support them unless I let you visit them. But then on top of that, the burden of visitation falls on Shantika. I got to be the one. I have to be the one to pick up and drop a Vern right now where I live in Miami right now. Where Vern lives in Lotta Hill, it's an hour drive with traffic. Gas is $4.56 where I live. $4.50. It costs $60 to fill up my tank. I'm not driving an hour every single day because number one, they get out of school at 3 o'clock. One gets out at 3:30. I got 3 hours of homework that I got to get done. I have to be to work at nighttime. When am I going to sleep, people? When am I going to rest? When am I going to cook dinner? How am I supposed to I'm dropping off and picking up. But you make no sacrifice. Your life is sacrifice free. You get your hand held for every little thing that you need done. You got somebody to do it for you. You're not gonna catch the bus. And we have a tri-rail system. And he lived down the street from the tri-rail station. He could catch the bus to the tri-rail station, get on the tri-rail. The tri-rail from my house is 1 mile. 1 mile. He could hop on the train and come down to Miami in less than 15 minutes. Meet me at a park or something for the kids to see him, and he can give me my support money. His half of the support money. He ain't paying. It ain't for me. It's to keep a roof over their damn head. Will Vern do that? Nah, he ain't gonna do that because he got to get permission from his mama. His mama got to tell him it's okay to support your children. And you see why I'm angry? Everybody want to talk about bitter baby mama, but when you work, we ain't talking about the ones that don't work, that's in the street and all that stuff. We're talking about the ones that's working 2 and 3 jobs. This working 2 and 3 jobs. I work at nighttime. I work overnight so that I could be available for my kids in the daytime because they can't call him if the kids need something from the school because he can't get there because his bitch ass don't have a fucking car, or a way to do anything because he got to call his mammy for every fucking thing. I hate that lady with every single fiber of my being. I hate when people support wrong. You go to church every day, get on your hands and knees and pray to God, and you get up every single morning and choose to do wrong. That's the crazy thing about the situation, you know? And people want to dictate what hurts me. You can't do wrong to a person and then tell them how mad to get. This guy devastated my whole life. I have over 300 videos of our happy life. It wasn't all peaches and cream, but it was a life nonetheless. You devastated my whole life. Caused me to lose my baby, caused me to lose my home that I had for 18 years, the same apartment I was in for 18 years. I was homeless for Christmas. Homeless for Christmas. Did not lift a finger to help me. did not give me money for gas, did not fill up my tank, did nothing to help me. Christmas time, I was working, I was sleeping in my van in my job's parking lot because I could not go all the way back to Pompano to the hotel because it was too far. And so I was working double shifts, sleeping in my car, an hour and a half in between a shift so my kids could eat. And I'm supposed to walk around with this fantastic ass attitude. Hey, girl, I'm supposed to walk around with this fantastic attitude. I am angry to the core of my being. I'm angry. And I'm going to stay mad for fucking ever. And I don't care with no savior Christianity because, save all of that. Oh, you have to forgive. Fuck that. I'm not forgiving shit because I feel like if I forgive, you get away with it. Forgiving people whose wrongdoing is ongoing, I feel like that's the past. When I forgive you and you still keep doing wrong, what am I forgiving you for? So I don't forgive people no more. I disowned my mother officially. Hallelujah. You know, and she a few months ago, I guess she saw the error of her ways, and I had to get on my father for telling her ass where I freaking live because I was like, don't tell a lady where I live. And anybody that shows up at my door, I have cameras too now. I don't play that. I got cameras too for those who want to look up and find out where I live. You can find out wherever you want to find out, but just know the police is going to meet you there. And I'm following the letter of the law. Show up at my house. If I see you on my camera, I'm calling the police and I'm filing restraining orders. Because number one, I'm too old for a lot of. I don't fight. I don't fight people. I don't argue with people, especially motherfuckers I don't like. Because me engaging you cuts into what I need to do for my kids. Me wasting time fussing with you cuts into what I need to do in general, which is study so I can get my master's degree, so I can make the kind of money that I need to make and write my own ticket so that I can provide a home for my girls, whether deadbeat participates or not. That's why I'm going at it because I was very adamant about not going to grad school because school is easy for me, but it's time consuming as hell. School comes very easy for me, because I'm a smart person and I like to read, I like to learn. School comes very easy for me, but it's very time consuming. It takes a lot out of my time. I work 6 days a week and I'm a full-time graduate student. So if you think I got time to sit on the phone and argue with a bunch of nothings, a bunch of social degenerates who have done nothing in their life but just be a nuisance to people, I'm not doing that. You want to be a father to your children? First of all, the first thing you need to do is pay me what you owe me. Because I've spent thousands of dollars on these children by myself and continue to do that. I'm coming up on the first and I'm $200 short on my rent. Who gonna give it to me? Is it gonna be him? If this fool was paying child support, I would have the money. I'm donating plasma twice a week. Donating plasma for $50 a pop. That's how it is. That's my life. Somebody want to give me a reality show so I can give you the inside look to being a single mother? Come on and holler at me. No problem doing it. This is reality. So when y'all want to sit back and call somebody bitter and angry and all of these names and all of these things, come inside of my life. Come inside of my life. Put yourself, get out your life and come live my life for a month. And then sit back and then come back and judge me and say, oh, now I see why she's so angry. I'm not angry because of him. I'm angry because I'm tired. And we were supposed to be doing this together. This ain't like, we didn't just have kids on a whim. We had fertility issues. I had to pay to have both my children. Remember the hysterosalpingogram? If you don't know what that is, look it up. I had to have my tubes flushed in order to have Violet and Valerian. So my children were planned. My marriage was planned. I didn't want a divorce. But I'm not gonna let somebody sit in my house, ignore me, neglect me, and I'm cooking every freaking day, cleaning every day, every single thing that I'm doing, busting my ass. The only thing this motherfucker does is go to work, come home, and sit on his ass. And that's the truth. Won't pick up a broom, won't wash dishes, won't take the fucking trash out, won't tend to the kids, won't do anything but sit on his ass and talk about, I just got home from work. And I work 24 hours a day because being a mother, you don't clock out from being a mama. Because if somebody wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, who got to deal with that? Not him, because I got to go to work. When I was in undergrad doing my bachelor's degree, I was in final exams, completing the hardest math final that I have ever. I mean, it was the hardest exam I had to take. Vern got tired of waiting on me to finish, and he handed Violet, who was like 7 or 8 months at the time, he handed Violet to me and was like, I'm going to sleep. And I had to sit with her, my baby, and suffer in tears through a math final exam. I passed with a C, and I cried because I'm holding my baby, and I got a partner in my house that wouldn't even like put her to bed for me, put her to sleep for me. It was just like, here your child, you know, get it how you get it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't supposed to be. And I lived through that. I was a married single mother. And that's why I say a lot of times that my life has not changed since being divorced. It hasn't. I'm working harder because there is no paycheck. There's no extra money at the end of the week, you know, you know, and it's just disheartening. And sometimes I cry a lot and I feel sad because people, they just don't see the error of their ways. They sit and and nobody, and I can tell you that, I can tell y'all this with all confidence in the world, nobody in his family knows me well enough to even have an opinion. Nobody knows me well enough to have an opinion. I'm not a bad person. I'm tired. I work so hard. I'm looking for another job. I was going to do grocery delivery, but I'm waitlisted because times are so hard. Everybody's doing grocery delivery as like a side gig or whatever. That's why I don't make any videos, because I just don't have time. I don't have time, and I'm just not happy right now. I'm not happy in my life because I'm working like this. I take ibuprofen. I pop ibuprofens every single morning because my body is so run down, so run down from working. you know I double booked because I didn't even know they approved my shift change, because I asked for 6 days and I didn't know. And I picked a double shift for Saturday. So yesterday I worked a double shift. I worked the morning shift and then I worked the overnight shift. This is what I'm doing to take care of my kids. And it's just like, just pay your child support. But I'm angry, I'm bitter, and I'm all of these things because I'm doing what I was supposed to do. I don't feel like I should force anybody to stay in a marriage where they don't want to be. You don't want to be in a marriage? Then fine. I don't think it's right, because I deserve love. I deserve love. I deserve attention. I deserve somebody to treat me nicely. You know, I deserve all of that. And if I can't get it, I'm just going to let you go. But then you don't get to punish me by not taking care of your kids. So we need to stop this narrative of calling, single mothers bitter. It's not bitter. We're tired and we're fed up. You think that little bit of visitation versus a day-to-day interaction is something? Oh, I visit my kids. That's what you do. You visit. What would happen if we decided to check out too? You know what I'm saying? And I say that all the time. What if I just decided I ain't want the kids no damn more? I want to be just like you, boo. I want to go to work, make my cash, keep all my money to myself. What would happen to the kids then? Somebody got to stay and fight and take care of the kids. Somebody got to stay. Who gonna do it? See, he got the peace of mind. That's the thing that pisses me off is that Vern has the peace of mind in knowing that Shantika is. I'm always doing what I'm supposed to do. I always do what I have to do. You don't have to question whether or not I'm going to be responsible because you already know I'm going to be responsible. You know I'm not going to be out and leaving my kids any and everywhere. You know that. You know I'm not. Right now, because I work at the largest companies in the world and it's all digitized. And so I could easily go on Amazon A to Z app and print out when I work and show it to you. And I work my ass off and I'm still $200 short for my rent. You understand what I'm saying? You're ordered to pay $698 a month, you know? But then don't come back when the kids are raised and are successful and then you want to take credit and blame me when all you had to do was do what you were supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, the kids got to be raised by somebody. You going to do it or the state going to do it? And so, I don't care about people anymore because I feel like if you're not coming into my life to help me, you're useless. You know what I'm saying? You could save all your insults. You could save all your clapbacks and your video response, whatever the hell you want to do. You could save all of it because I don't care. I don't put that much energy into people that don't add to my children's lives. And the people that so called have an opinion, they can't show you one birthday card. They can't show you not one Christmas gift. They can't show you nothing that they've done, not one Zelle receipt that they've contributed anything to my children's life. Because at the end of the day, damn me, the kids are the ones that need the support of both parents that participated in bringing them into the world, because that's what matters. It's in the best, what's in the best interest of the child. You can keep all that personal shit to yourself because nobody cares but you. And so yeah, my life is very hard right now. It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard right now. My life is very, very hard. I'm very, very busy. I'm very, very tired. And I have no time for foolishness, you know, because I delete and block. I don't care. You text me with nonsense, I will block you and keep it pushing. I don't fight people from the internet. I don't. That's why as soon as I filed for divorce, I deleted all of his family from my page. I deleted them from all my social media because I'm not ignorant like that. Because at the end of the day, your beef is imaginary. Your beef and your disdain for me is freaking imaginary. It's imaginary. You don't have a real issue with me because if somebody sit down with you and say, well, why the hell are you mad at Shantika? Can you tell him why? He cheated on his family. Be mad at him. He cheated on his family and then he completely abandoned them. Cheated on his family, abandoned them. And what am I supposed to do about that? Walk around happy as can be? No, I'm not. I'm pissed off and I'm angry and I'm going to be mad forever. Period. I'm going to be mad forever. I don't mess with you. It ain't no, oh, when the kids get older, I'll have a better attitude. No, fuck you for life because that's what you deserve. And I think we need to start holding people accountable by sending them to damn hell because that's where the hell he belongs. Him and his stupid ass mother. you know? And so that's why I don't make much videos because I don't got nothing nice to say because I'm busting my ass and I should not be. I have kids, I was in a marriage, you know, this was not supposed to be my life. This was not supposed to happen to me, but it did. I'm rolling with it. I'm working. I'm doing the best that I can. And that's all I can do. I don't care about nobody else. If you're not here to help me with my children, then we have nothing to talk about. And so when his family sees this and when he sees this, when you do call my phone, the only thing I want to know is when is where to pick up the money. When should I pick up the money? How much are you sending? And when can I expect to pick it up? That's all I want to talk about. I won't talk about nothing else. As soon as you start talking about anything else, I'm gonna hang up in your face and I'm gonna block you for a month. That's it. Money talks, keep the rest of it to yourself. Anyway, guys, that's enough. I think an hour is long enough to talk trash and talk shit or whatever. And so all of my information will be in the description bar if you are interested in supporting us in any way, shape, or form. I love hearing from you guys. If you watch this replay, leave a comment down below. Follow me on TikTok, the Shantika Experience. We have a lot of fun over there. I have like over 7,000 followers, I think they call them. And so we have a lot of fun, a lot of new, it's like a different dynamic. It's a lot more laid back and fun. I talk my shit. We have a good time on TikTok. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up. I could care less at this point because I'm gonna go to sleep because my kids come home in a few hours and I want to be rested enough to kind of be present, because I'm the only participating parent. Don't call me about Father's Day, Vern, because you ain't getting them for Father's Day. Fuck you and your mammy. You can sit up under her titty for Father's Day and y'all can play with each other. And so, in that order. So, I will see you guys, I don't know when, probably in August. Let some time go by, you know. Hopefully, some good things happen to me within that time frame where I won't be cussing and fussing the whole time. If not, I'll just give y'all more of the same rundown because this is my life and this is happening in real time. And my life is not happy right now. I don't have a happy life. Pockets of it are happy. But for the most part, I'm working myself into the ground, trying to make sure that my kids are taken care of. And I'm doing it by myself with no help. So it's life of a single mother. Y'all be blessed. And yeah, keep us in your prayers. And especially me, some days I just want to just say, you know what? I'm done with this life. It's just not for me. Y'all could have this shit. I can just go away. And some days I'm just like, no, I want to raise the children, because it's not fair that Vern gets to abandon them and then I turn around and abandon them too. So my kids are the reason why I'm here. Yeah, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be. Because this is for the birds. Like I can't take this stuff. And I know some people out there, oh, happy that I'm going through, and that's cool. Your time will come. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.